I'm 35 years old and I'm just getting started. You know, if I wanted to compete for 40, I could.
Will you?
I don't know. I mean, right now it's like I'm in a very weird spot.
Why?
Because I've beaten most of the guys. There's no clear number one contender.
Are you not motivated?
No, I'm motivated. I'm motivated just because my coach said, you're not even there yet.
Oh, really?
You've beaten, my toughest competition is behind me. On paper, my coaches, we sit down and we watch, you know, Johnny Hendricks would have been a tough matchup on paper. Robbie Lawler, no disrespect to Robbie Lawler, but we felt like we had the intangibles to make it an easier fight than people would have thought. Stephen Thompson was a tough fight on paper. Damian Maia, same as Robbie. You know, we had ways that we felt like that fight would have been favorable towards me. But the fights in my mind that would have been super tough, Roy McDonald, Johnny Hendricks, at that time were the two toughest fights for me in the entire division. One of them didn't happen. One of them I lost. And guess what?
They're gone.
I'm in a position where, you know,
you're still the king.
I'm still the king.
What's up with this Colby Covington? What's going on with this
Colby
guy?
Covington won't even get a word out of my mouth, so we can move on.
ATT. What is up? What is he talking? I mean,
me.
Can we call up Dan Lambert and say enough with this?
Let him do his
Where's
thing.
the unity?
Let him do his deal. I mean, what is it hurting?
He's called. I mean, this should be some support.
I'm gonna share something with you.
Right,
I haven't shared.
Please.
You always get the hidden footage.
Well,
I'm gonna share something with you that nobody has ever known, right?
Please.
So I went back to ATT for my training camp, right?
This one. Yeah.
It was dope, great experience, warm welcome, right? And Colby Covington wasn't even really in the gym at all, not even training. He was too busy at home on Twitter. And then he was saying all this stuff.
Yeah.
And now I'm in the gym. Now, where the talk at?
Where you at?
Where you at?
Yeah.
Nothing. Silence. And the irony of him having a shadow box underneath the picture of me with the belt on was enough for me.
That's right.
I'm shadow boxing by you. I'm jogging by you. I'm standing near you, and you're facing the wall.
Yeah.
And you won't even turn around to look at me. Like, you're in the corner, and you won't move from this corner until I finish my workout. And you shadow box in the same spot for 30 minutes, and you wouldn't turn your back. But you got so much to say on the internet.
Yeah.
I'm the type of guy, you know me. If you're going to step up to me, make it be real.
Yeah.
Connor found that out the hard way.
That's right.
If you want to step up, make it be real. If you want to do your thing on Twitter, have at it. I'm not going to stop you.
Right.
You know, a lot of people think that's the way that they have to make money. People like me think you just got to beat the top guys to get there.
Yeah.
So if that's what he wants to do, I'm not going to stop him. I'm not going to debate. I'm not going to give him any attention. And it's just really embarrassing for our sport that people can't just do it the old school way and just beat people, you know?
All right. Your man Stauffer is wrapping me up. Can I get a prediction?
Prediction, man.
Come on.
I'm going to bet on Connor.
You're actually going to go bet?
I'm going to go bet money on Connor.
Oh, snap. How much?
I'm going to bet $1,000 that he stops Floyd within 6. Because I think that's his chance.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to lose 1,000 if it don't happen.
How much would you win?
I think I'll win 7,500.
All right.
Yeah, 7,500.
I like it. So that's what you're going for.
But I think Floyd's going to win.
But you're still going to bet on him?
I'm going to bet him, yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
All right.
Back to the Daily Grind. The channel's getting false flagged by triggered trolls, so make sure you subscribe to the new channel. Let's get to the MMA news. Tyron Woodley, the reigning, defending, Tyron Woodley, the welterweight champion's coming out and not only putting money on Conor McGregor to win by KO, but he's also finally responding to disgruntled teammate Colby Covington. If you remember, Colby Covington is the guy that was Tyron's teammate that came out whenever Tyron Woodley was beefing with Dana White. Tyron Woodley demanded a public apology and threatened to leak shit if he didn't get his public apology. And Tyron Woodley's teammate came out of left field, out of nowhere, and said, "Don't worry, Dana White. Don't worry, boss. I got your back. If Tyron Woodley does anything crazy, I got some dirt on him that'll ruin his whole life." And I was like, what? Damn, that's his teammate. Came out here, turned on Tyron. Then he said, "What's wrong? Why am I getting all the hate? It's not my fault Tyron Woodley's got more skeletons in his closet than War Machine, you know, the guy that beat his girlfriend and stuff." So he was throwing some pretty hefty accusations at Tyron Woodley. He wasn't really clarifying the accusations, but he's saying Tyron Woodley's done some things that we all don't know about. He's damn near tarnishing Tyron's reputation. Even though we don't know what it is, it's got our motherfucking antlers up. Like, damn, what is it? There's so many things it could be, man, that you have to think about now, man. Before, I didn't think about Tyron Woodley with steroids. I didn't think about Tyron Woodley as a somebody that was, you know, a bad husband, bad role. He was always a good role model, a good, you know, he always presented himself. He tries to be a good role model, represents the company well, represents his family well, represents, you know, a lot of stuff well. So it would literally just like shake up a lot of shit if Colby Covington came out and really revealed some crazy ass stuff that he's exclaiming that he knows. Now, I'm not putting it past Tyron Woodley, because if you listen to this interview, he's saying like, I try to be a good role model. But like I'm telling you, if you go to MMA Fighting and listen to Tyron Woodley talk, man, on to Ariel Helwani, I don't know. I kind of was starting to like believe Colby Covington, because I mean, he didn't want to address Colby Covington. You heard there, he did end up addressing him, and he said, Colby Covington was pretty much scared to look him in the face whenever he was in his gym. He was over there waiting until Tyron Woodley was done training before he even moved the corner. So he was pretty much saying Colby Covington knows the deal, but at the same time, throughout this interview, he was just talking about how he tries to show a good role model. He wasn't saying as much as I am a great person. He said like nobody's perfect. He didn't say he said I try to be a good role model. I try to be a good husband. I try to represent the company well. He didn't say like I'm a great husband. I do represent the company well. Like I'm just saying with the Colby Covington shit in my head, you see how I dissect shit differently. Now I don't know what the fuck. Tyron Woodley could low-key be sandblasting hoes like John Jones on the low. We don't know. But Colby Covington brought this to my mind. I didn't have these impure thoughts about Tyron Woodley before this. But now, man, I don't know what to believe. So with that being said, Tyron Woodley finally responded to Colby Covington. He hasn't said anything about this shit. He wasn't giving Colby Covington no attention. But now Colby Covington is scheduled to fight Demian Maia, the guy that Tyron Woodley just beat. And if you listen to the beginning of this video, Tyron Woodley talked about their worst matchups. His worst matchups are behind him, and he named two people, Johnny Hendricks and Rory McDonald. Both of those guys are wrestlers. So Tyron Woodley's kind of saying he's got a bad matchup versus wrestlers. They felt like they had a good matchup versus the brawler, a good matchup versus the jiu-jitsu guy, but a bad matchup versus both of the wrestlers. And Colby Covington, guess what? One of the best wrestlers in the welterweight division, if not the best. He's taking dudes down. So if Tyron Woodley feels like his bad matchups are wrestlers, here comes Colby. You see what I'm saying? And he did say it's embarrassing for the sport that Colby Covington feels like he has to, get his title shot through Twitter rather than, fighting the top contenders. He said, I felt like I fought the top contenders. That's where I am. It's embarrassing for our sport that people nowadays want to go through Twitter and talk trash and be Twitter tough guys, but in person they don't want to do anything. He said, Conor McGregor learned the hard way. If you don't say that shit to me in person, I don't back down. And that's interesting. So that's what he had to say about Colby Covington. I mean, he didn't sound too confident in his Conor McGregor bet knockout. He just said it's worth the money. He's going to put down $1,000, and if Conor McGregor happens to win before the 6th round by knockout, then he's going to get $7,500, and that's not too bad of a bet, honestly. I mean, shoot, that's a pretty good deal, because if Conor McGregor honestly doesn't knock out Floyd in under 6 rounds, he's probably not going to get the W. I mean, I'm not predicting him to get the win. You all know what I'm predicting to happen, so I'm not going to repeat it here. It is what it is. Let the haters know what the fuck you tell me in the comments, dude. Did you hear about that black chick that was quiet during the movie? She wasn't.